What's up, everybody? Welcome to Best Massage Tech, where today I'm taking a look at the Addaday Oscillating Sphere. The Oscillating Sphere will be the second device from Addaday that I've reviewed on this channel, with the first being their BioZoom percussion massage gun, which I'm a big fan of, so I'm excited to take a look at this Oscillating Sphere, which is a vibrating massage ball. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of vibrating massage balls. I personally don't really find much need for them. I don't get a lot of trigger points, and if I do, I would typically just use my massage gun. But they have become very popular, and so I want to make sure I'm doing due justice to my channel. And so I'm going to take a look at it today. Out of the box, you get two things. You get the Oscillating Sphere itself, and you get a charging cord. That's all it comes with, no case or anything like that. They do recommend that you fully charge it before your first use. In order to do so, you have a little bit of a control panel on the ball. There's just a small flap that covers the charging port. You plug the charging cord right into there, and it's gonna light up and flash while it's charging. It does take about 1.5 hours for that first full charge. Once it's fully charged, you can go ahead and start using it. It is designed to be used anywhere on your body. However, I found that you're typically gonna wanna use these types of devices on trigger point areas. Now, this ball specifically is designed with some ridges on it. They've designed that to mimic the motion of a masseuse's hands. So as you are rolling on it, you're gonna get a little bit of a bump and different motion. The ball itself is covered in a silicone rubber that has a little bit of a give to it. It's not as firm as some of the other massage balls that I have reviewed on this channel. The size of the device is about 4 inches in diameter, and it weighs 2 pounds. So it is one of the heavier massage balls that I have reviewed. And the device itself has 3 different vibration intensities, and within that there's 1 vibration mode. So with that, you can go ahead and turn it on. Press this button right here, you'll see it light up, and it's gonna start right away on that lowest setting. And just to change the settings, you just quick press it again. So this is the second speed. Now on the third speed is when it's gonna do the massage mode, which is gonna go all the way up to its maximum vibrations and then all the way down and just kind of cycle in a back and forth motion. So it's accelerating up right now. Now it's going down, and I'll put it by my mic to see if you can hear that. And then just to get the maximum vibration intensity, you just hit it a 4th time. And then to turn it off, you just press and hold. And it does have a 10-minute auto shut-off, so if you're gonna be using this for more than 10 minutes, it's gonna automatically turn off. You can just go ahead and press that button and it'll come right back on. Now, this device is one of the cheaper massage balls that I've come across. Its current price point is only $60. You can get it on Addaday's website. It does also come with a 2-year warranty, so if something does happen to go wrong with it, Addaday will likely take care of that for you. But that pretty much covers it in terms of specifications. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll around on this for a few minutes, and then we'll jump back up and talk about my experience with it. So after rolling on this for quite a while, I have to say there's nothing super significant that jumps out to me about why I would need to add this into my recovery routine. Now, is there a certain instance where I might have a knot or one trigger point that I want to target? Yes, but again, me personally, I've always felt that I can just use my massage gun to target those areas. It's just something that I felt like I don't always need as part of my routine. Now, there is one other massage ball that I reviewed previously on my channel. That's the Myostorm Meteor 2.0. Which I did find to be very useful, but for me, it was primarily the heat function of that, not so much the fact that I was rolling on the ball. Now, if there's a few other thoughts that I could provide about the oscillating sphere is, I wish it was slightly bigger. Just for me, and I have a lacrosse ball here for a size comparison, it can just be kind of difficult to balance on these size of devices. It's a lot of pressure on one specific spot. So it doesn't need to be a lot bigger, maybe a ½ inch bigger, and I'd really like where it was at in that point. Also, when I was rolling around this on my floor, just the surface of this, it's kind of similar to a Livestrong band, if anybody remembers those. It's just kind of a silicone rubber, but it's got a little bit of a tack to it, so it does pick up dust and dirt pretty easily. Just rolling around on carpet, I've got a lot of little threads, and it's a small thing, but it's something that does get a little bit annoying, and it's easy to clean and just wipe off. You just take a moist paper towel and can wipe it off. The power button on this, the one thing that I kept running into when I was rolling on it is how easily you can hit this power button. So if I would accidentally just roll over this section right here, it would automatically just start adjusting the intensities of it. So maybe if they could just recess that power button a little bit or make it a little bit harder to press. Now, obviously that's a personal problem that I just kept rolling on it, but it did continuously seem to keep happening. And it got a little bit annoying. So that's just one piece of advice there. The other thing with it is I really don't find a need for the accelerating and decelerating vibration mode. To me, just having the 3 intensities would have been good enough. And I don't necessarily think the little bumpy design on it here, it just made it harder to roll on. I would have preferred a smoother surface, but I would still have preferred the kind of give that these ridges have. So it does get pretty heavy in the vibrations. You can feel it in the floor. And what I recommend with all of these devices and all vibrating foam rollers is make sure you're using it on carpet or a yoga mat, especially if you're in an apartment complex. The vibrations do resonate into the floor quite a bit. So you're going to get vibrations not only in wherever you live, but if you live above somebody, they're likely going to hear vibrations as well. So just be mindful of that. So, a few critiques there. Certainly would be a fantastic tool if anybody's looking specifically in the market for a vibrating massage ball. This one is a very quality one at a very friendly price point. So, I certainly would not recommend it. There's nothing about it that says it's a bad product. For me personally, it's not something that I would find myself using. So if you do have some specific questions about this, go ahead and drop it in the comments down below. I'll do my best to answer those. I do always appreciate those that consider subscribing to my channel. I like to update this with a lot of new products. So if there's something specific you want to have me review, mention that down below and I'll do my best to get a review of that. But that is the Addaday Oscillating Sphere. That's a review.